Okay, now we have some other questions, and I believe Prof. Komar have some questions about your academic journey. Why like you are here, and what inspired you to come to Jakarta, to Depok, especially and study at IIIU, right?
Yeah. Well, there has been saying that Islam is one in terms of the scripture and basic teaching is one, but the way Muslim understand and articulate, express so many different countries has different cultural expression. So far, what is your impression and how do you learn and what have been you studying about the Islam in Indonesia through maybe following the class and by having conversation with your friend from Indonesia and you observe Indonesian society? Do you have any special, picture about Islam after studying in this campus?
Yeah, since I arrived here in Indonesia, ever since I thought that this was, Islamic country. When I was in the Philippines, I thought this is very, conservative country. Until I came here to Indonesia, when I studied, wasatiyah Islam.
Yeah.
Because there are some people said that Islam itself is moderate.
Yeah.
But I observed during my 1 year of staying here, I observed that, Islam is very accepting. In terms of diversity, they are more on being patient. Yeah, they're very polite. Whenever I go to my friend's home, they're very accepting, something like that. Despite my I'm not a Muslim actually. I'm Catholic. Then that's what I love, the differences, the acceptance of differences, the acknowledgement of identity, something like that.
Interesting.
And you, maybe you have different pictures, but Muslim in the West and Middle East and Indonesia.
You know what I was going to say? Yes. So, we have a different, me as a half Palestinian, I was very disconnected with my original heritage and culture. And the reason why I really wanted to come here and choose coming here was because I wanted to find a way to kind of reconnect with that in an intimate way. And I think IIIU allowed me to do that and learn more comfortably about Islam and being Muslim because, my dad being more of a liberal Muslim, it was a little bit harder for me to connect with that identity in the West because we have a whole different idea of how to approach it. And also there's a lot of, unfortunately, from the incidences in the US and some events, we have a little bit of Islamophobia. So I wanted to come here and really learn and educate people back at home what that's like. For a year, previously before IIIU, I lived with the Javanese family in a host home, and they are, they're all Muslim, and I watched them do sholat. I watched them do.
And so far, what have you learned about Islam then from your experience living here?
I've been on my own personal journey to discover what is good for me and my own spiritual becomings of being halal. And the greater jihad, and obviously our class from Wasatiyah has brought me a little bit closer to the knowledge of, what that's like, and learning just more about the culture of Islam and why rituals exist and how most people live in cultural standings here. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to me, and I'm still learning a lot every day, and I'm looking forward to continuing to bring that back to my own culture and connect with my own heritage.
Yeah. And you claim as an atheist. It must be interesting to listen to your experience and view about Islam and Indonesia especially.
Yes. Same to them. Same to especially my friend just said here. My original concept about Islam before coming to Indonesia is somewhat Islamophobia because it's what we usually see on social media, on news channel. We have the sense of Islamophobia, although we have never interacted or exposed with Islam before. So when I come here, a little bit why I choose to study in Indonesia, a Muslim majority country, is because I want to, as a student of international relations, I want to expose and experience, interact with more people from diverse background, culture, religions, country, to understand the perceptions, to understand who they are. And that's why I'm here. So maybe that after this, I will go to another country, another religions.
Sure, interesting.
But for my impression with Islam and Muslim, by now is that I understand that it is not like what we usually see on social media, on on the narrative around us about Islamophobia. It's not about Muslim are not like that. Of course, we accept that the Muslim people are very diverse from country to culture. They are very diverse. But Islam is not like very hostile. Islam is actually very moderate. And it's depending on the way that the Muslims themselves, they behave, they practice, and they interpret the religions.